Hey folks, we get a lot of letters here in our congressional office, and I just want to share some of the concerns with you that I received from my bosses, my constituents. So here's one from Paula. Dear Mr. Scott Perry, I have always worked since age 16 till now. I will be 65 years old. Please vote thinking of my little grandchildren because they will go to public school here in Upper Allen, Mechanicsburg, PA. Please do not dismantle their education and keep them from learning and growing. Paula, I couldn't agree more. Here's our situation. As you probably know, we pay more for education than we ever have before. And unfortunately, our test scores and our performance keep on falling. So doing the same thing over and over again doesn't seem to be the right conclusion. Just like you, Paula, I've actually got two kids, two children. My wife and I have two children in school right now. And so we're very concerned about their education and their preparation for their future. And so just like you, I want to see that they receive the best education that they can receive and that they are well prepared for whatever they choose to do in their life. And like I said, we pay more than ever, and the results are not they're not commensurate with what we're paying, and so something has to change. So I'm open to all ideas, but I can guarantee you, none of us here are interested in dismantling the education system that would hurt our children and make sure they weren't prepared for the future. But we got to be open to all ideas. All right, here's another one. This is from Boiling Springs. You represent me. I beg you to, 1, impeach Donald Trump, 2, protect our democracy as you are sworn to do, and 3, protect Social Security and Medicare. All right, let's start with 1, impeach Donald Trump. I know that some people don't appreciate the president. They don't like what he says or maybe some of the things he's doing, but I don't know what we would be impeaching him for. You know that if you read the Constitution, it says impeachment potentially can be in order for high crimes and misdemeanors, but I don't know what you might be referring to. So, but again, if there's a case to be made, I will certainly treat that with an open mind and act accordingly. 2, protect our democracy as you have sworn to do. I do take an oath, and I take that oath very seriously to protect and defend our Constitution and this constitutional republic and the democratic principles therein. Every single day and every single thing that I do with every vote that I take, is the bill constitutional? Is it not constitutional? Is this the role of the federal government, or is this the role of the states or someone else? Those are all things that I consider every single day. And are we doing the right thing? As far as protecting Social Security and Medicare, absolutely. These are entitlement programs. Entitlement is the right term because you're entitled to them because you have been forced under penalty of law to pay for them. And so that's why you're entitled to them. I would say this, that according to the Social Security trustees, not to Scott because of Scott Perry says so, but according to the trustees, and same thing for Medicare, both these programs are going insolvent within a decade. And so while we're absolutely interested in protecting every single one of them for every single person that has paid for them and is entitled to them, we're going to have to at some point acknowledge that something has to be done to make sure that they remain viable for everybody that's depending on them. And so I hope that answers that question. All right, here's the next one. Congressman Perry, President Trump's executive order on 1/2025 withdrawing the U.S. from the World Health Organization will cause immense damage and needs to be challenged. The World Health Organization helps with access to essential medicines, suicide prevention, emergency preparedness, hygiene services, and disease tracking. The United States needs to remain involved in global health efforts. Michelle, I agree with you that we need to remain involved in global health efforts and certainly our own country's health efforts, but we don't need to rely on the World Health Organization, which has the entire leadership there has been co-opted by the Communist Party of China. And when you go to things, if you consider things like COVID and the pandemic that resulted from what arguably came from China, the World Health Organization was part and parcel to fabricating stories and misleading not only American citizens, but the entire world about treatments, about the origins of the pandemic, and about efficacy for health. And so, unfortunately, I don't think we can rely on them, and we should rely on our own best efforts and our own experts who have done very and remarkably well over the course of history. And where the World Health Organization has something to offer that we agree with, then we should certainly take that under advisement. But we should not fashion our healthcare system under the rules, regulations, and desires of the Communist Party of China, who has taken over the World Health Organization. All right, this is from, we got a postcard, not from the district, but this person says, I care deeply about Medicare and Medicaid. Please vote so that these two programs are maintained well and people who are elderly or unable to protect themselves are safe. Absolutely. Unfortunately, if you take a look at Medicaid, for example, improper payments, that's people that are receiving money from that program that shouldn't be receiving money from that program, or the wrong amount, or people that are here illegally receiving that, or states that are gaming that system. There are literally states that are gaming it. It is putting that peril in jeopardy for all the people that it was designed to help. And we want to save that for the people that rely on it, depend upon it, and need it. It's not going to be saved as long as we keep allowing this fraud, waste, and abuse to continue. So for the people that are not eligible to be on it, for the people that are committing fraud, or for the people that are gaming the system, we're going to have to consider that so that we can maintain it and maintain it at the appropriate level for the people that absolutely need that safety net. So that's where that stands. And then finally, my last one for this one's from Rob. Dear Mr. Perry, are you going to stand with Russia or the USA? Trump is with Russia. This is not making America great again. This is selling us out. Either impeach this criminal lunatic or resign. Well, first of all, if you've ever watched, I've been on the Foreign Affairs Committee since I've been in Congress. If you've ever watched any of those clips regarding my position on Russia, you will find nobody in the House of Representatives that is more anti-communist, that is more anti-vestiges of communism or totalitarianism from Russia or its agents like Vladimir Putin. So I kind of resent the implication there regarding Trump being with Russia. As you know, or as you should know, Rob, this whole narrative of Trump, Russia, and collusion, whether regarding elections or anything else, has been disproven on multiple levels. It was a made-up operation supported by government agencies. You should know that by now. That is a complete fabrication. And so Trump, whether you like him or dislike him, is not with Russia. Trump was the one that stopped the Nord Stream pipeline. President Trump is the one right now trying to leverage Vladimir Putin to quit the war in Ukraine. And so that's where that is. You might not like those facts, sir, but those are realistically the facts. If you have other opinions based on fact, I'm happy to consider them. And if there's something there, I will do something about it. But I got to base my decisions, my judgment, and my actions on facts, not hyperbole. So that's some of the things that we receive. We're going to try and just kind of let you know other things that we receive on a regular basis, just so you have an idea of what we get here at the office. With that, have a great day and be safe out there.